It's the Stav, Abby and Matt podcast.
G'day, podcasters. Thanks for downloading today's show.
New year, new us. There's some new...
Not me. Same me.
Same?
No, you promised you were going to
Same
change. Remember I gave you a list of
me.
stuff? Did I not send that to you? Remember I said to Stav, make sure you tell Matt all the stuff that he needs to change.
Same stuff. You didn't pass it on.
I couldn't think of anything.
No, we do have a new team behind the scenes. So we've had a few changes and we welcome two amazing new producers. She's just like mouthing thank you in the background.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's Kirsten. We've got Claire out there as well. But here's the thing. Like if anyone used to always listen to the show, Ash was a producer on here. And when you see someone every day,
Yeah.
is there a huge difference between workmates and actual friends? Because it's kind of like your family. You haven't chosen, right? And I was like, do I just let go of that like friendship or was it not actually a friendship? Because I felt like I've messaged a few times and I'm like, I don't know if I...
Oh, you're not getting back what you're putting in?
Nah, I'm really not. And I was like, do I just end that? Is that what it is? Because the awkward thing is they've gone over to another radio station. And that's whatever the reason was.
You.
What was that? I knew you were going to say
hang
that.
on.
That's
Are we having a
bullshit.
realisation?
Yeah, we've chatted every second day.
You were in tears when she was leaving.
She drove me to work this morning.
That was me. No. Well, to be fair, there was a lot of changes different with management and they'd gone for that role. And
I think when work mates,
Yeah.
it is an interesting thing because you do see each other every single day and you're so entrenched in each other's lives. In fact, you probably see each other more than you see your family.
Yes.
And you can answer their call at any time because
Yeah.
you've already maintained it. Does that make sense? You know when you've got that friend that calls you and you haven't spoken to them for months and you're like, I have to call them back when I've got time.
Yeah,
For
but-
that, you can just be that real quick honest.
But if you lose that in common, that's
Yeah.
the foundation of your relationship.
It's just proximity as
Yeah.
opposed to actual intimacy.
Once you're not getting paid to hang out, you're not going to hang out.
So have you still contacted?
Yeah?
I know why she's going to keep in contact with you though, by the way.
Why?
Because you probably owe her something. Do you remember? Stav's got a
yeah.
secret and he hasn't told everyone yet. And you're going to hear it. But
He
are
owes
you
her
still
child support.
are you still going to keep that promise?
Yeah.
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 Is it going to be a lot?
Depends how many kids she has.
Yeah.
But it's like anything, I think, if you have friendships that are based around you party with them.
Yeah.
As soon as you stop partying, or maybe sometimes you'll have a child and their lifestyle doesn't change with you, they're a friend, but then that friendship changes. Like people are constantly evolving and that's why relationships change.
Yeah.
And I think it's not... Maybe, I mean, you shouldn't feel like it's only been a few weeks. Maybe you will get a chance to catch up again. But I think sometimes when a piece is taken out of a relationship, you just go, we actually don't have as much in common as I thought we did, maybe.
I keep in contact with ex-boyfriends. I keep in contact with most of the producers we've worked with.
None of them wanted to, but she does.
No, but after, like, if we've broken up in a relationship and whatever reason it was, there's, given a period of time and then we'll, I guess, reconnect and realise that we probably still have that friendship for it. And I enjoy that aspect of it. It's not like a forced one. I'm not going to catch up with or text someone or call someone that I don't like and they don't like me. But with that, it just feels quite like it's the ending, but nothing went wrong. I don't know. It just feels weird for me. That's all.
Yeah, I think you just need to give it time, though. Like, it only was a few weeks ago. Like, it was about 5 weeks ago. So, it's not been MIA for 12 months. Like, maybe be less needy.
Probably that would help.
No, I'm not needy. I guess I don't really care. I wish them well and I don't care anyway. But it's just that whole, do they just want to go, I want to end it here because they really wanted to get away from this workplace?
I guess that is part of it with some
Yeah.
people. It's like anything. Like we had Osher on the show, and you guys
And I
knew
still
him
keep
longer
in
than I
contact
had.
with him.
Yeah, but not on the reg.
But I don't have to on the reg. That's my whole thing. Is it just that occasional check-in?
Yeah, and you probably get that from time to time.
So we stop working with each other?
Try and find me.
Bullshit. Are you for real, though?
Of course not. Now I can't get away from you.
As if we wouldn't be able to find him. We'd just pop across the road to the Gap Village and there he would be walking about.
Spruiking outside a store.
No, they don't even do that anymore. I know that was
I
your
know, but I'd
backup,
still be
yeah.
doing it.
Yeah. There's a guy out the front. Can police come and get him? We didn't even ask for it. And he's telling us the specials of the day.
I think we would all stay in touch, but it would be significantly less than it currently is.
Yeah,
Because
I'll
we're so in each other's lives now, and we obviously share so much with each other all the time. I think it would start as intense, and then it would slowly, because we wouldn't be seeing each other at work every day, we'd catch up every so often, but it would be less frequently.
I'll send a lot of texts a day. So I think that's just mine. We'll check in with a lot of people.
But then it also is where, because you got to remember, especially with workplaces, you leave a workplace, and if you're lucky enough to be retiring, great. But if you're going to another workplace, you've got a whole heap of other people that require energy from you.
Yeah, that's true.
So you can't just you can't give the same energy to where you were and put the same energy into a new place. You got to transfer a bit of it.
So that might like them more.
Well, no, it's just there's only so many hours in the day.
True. Do you keep in contact with many producers after?
Couple of the ones I liked.
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah, there'd be some. Yeah, there'd be but there's also some that I know I could reach out to and be like, hey, I haven't talked to you in 4 years.
Yeah.
How's it going?
I need a hand with something.
Yeah.
You know,
I've messaged
or-
intern Jace. He left as well because he's got, he's working with his wife now. So I've been messaging him.
Yeah, I don't know. Guys are different too in relationships. Like I feel like if I hadn't heard from someone in 6 years and then they messaged me, I'd be like, oh, we're still friends.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, they're my mate, but I hadn't spoken to them in forever.
Yeah.
But women are also better at it because they hold stronger connections and stuff. That's why guys are like, I'm so lonely. And you're like, because you're sitting there waiting for your phone to text, you dickhead.
Yeah. It's my reach out program because all of a sudden I realised that I've broken up with my partner and I really need friends again.
Well, you shouldn't have changed your status on Facebook and let us all know what was going on. And I haven't talked to you since year 10. What are you going to do about it?
No, nothing. I've messaged. No, it's fine. It's just such a weird aspect of it where you're like, are workmates actually real friends? And I guess some of them are because you haven't picked them. It's that close proximity.
I mean, the real question is, let's find out how Kirsten, our new producer, is feeling about us talking about our old one.
That is so bad of me. I didn't even think about that. It's like going on a date and talking about your ex. I'm really sorry.
No, that's so fine. I've just learnt that I've made a lifelong friend.
Yeah.
There you go.
She's like, oh
shit.
God. It's not in the brochure.
Remember, probation's 3 months. You have a chance to
That's
leave at
true,
any
that's
time that you want.
Is it 6 months or 3 months?
I don't have one.
Oh, okay.
How exciting.
Yeah, it's really
How'd you get
exciting.
around
I'm
that?
straight
You've got
in.
naked photos of someone? Like,
Yeah,
what's going
something
on?
something like that. But we're real friends, so I'll send them to you.
So why did you not get probation? That's awesome.
I'm not sure, actually. I think it was just straight in.
I think we desperately needed
They
someone.
knew you needed security.
No. Maybe you were so good they didn't want to give anyone a chance to take you.
yes, that was it.
Yeah.
That must have been it. Yeah. No, I'm happy to be here.
We look at our contracts, we realise they've put probation on us from her request.
We look at our contracts, we realise our probation is the entirety of the contract. We're like, we don't trust these three.
It's the Stav, Abby and Matt podcast.
Holiday time. It's supposed to be a happy time, when you're like everything has to go to plan. But we had a bit of an incident when we went over to Indonesia. So we are the Bogan family that go to Bali every given moment because my husband surfs. And it's a little bit, cheaper the way that we go about it. And this was my family's time. So every second year, we'll go away with my family.
Right.
So my brother chose Lombok because both my brothers surf and they've got one child in each family that surfs. And, of course, Scotty does. So they're like, Lombok, wet season, perfect for surf. And I was like, oh, sorry, is it perfect for everyone else?
Where is it?
It's an island off Bali. So you can either get a short plane ride, which is very scary when you get the smaller
Little
ones.
tiny ones.
Yeah.
Or you can get a speedboat, but I get, sick on boats, and also you have to drive a long way to be able to get the boat. So we're like, let's just take a short flight. But I was like, I don't know if that's really appropriate maybe for my dad. Mum and dad the same age, but dad really has embraced his older age since he's retired. And I was like, okay, I don't know if that's, the safest walking around in that place, and it's a little bit remote. Anyway,
A hospital?
but of course, there is a hospital.
Okay, well.
But of course, I am the bottom of the food chain in my family.
Yes.
So that was
I was
great.
really surprised when you said that.
I Kid you not, I am. This is why I'm trying to get authority in other aspects of my life.
Because you've really got top dog here.
That's why.
Oh,
So-
I am. My sister-in-laws are both above me, by the way. Yeah.
Need to start hanging out with their brother, I think, Stav.
Yeah,
Try
definitely.
and learn how we get a bit of power.
You know the photo shoot that I organised?
Oh, yes,
yeah.
yes.
My brother cancelled it because the surf was up. And I was like, wait, but I've organised it. And they're like, oh, we'll reorganise it. And then I'm like, but this is not. And they're like, oh, here she goes again. Look at her. Oh, she's getting all grumpy. I'm like, God, why is this happening?
I think they're just braver than us by the sound of
They
things.
just don't care.
Younger sister.
Yeah.
One night, my dad has returned from his villa to come and get his book. The kids were running around from the pool. The tiles were wet, and my dad slips and goes bang.
Yeah.
Hits the floor. He doesn't look good to the point of like, leave me alone, leave me alone. Scotty and I pick him up. My brothers are out partying. Tried to call them. They're like, nah, no chance.
No, not that nag. Cancel. Well, she must have rebooked the bloody photo shoot. Cancel.
Looking after their kids. So they even sent a message. Anything you need, let us know. Just call. I called. No answer. So I was like, great.
No
Scotty
one
and I have
means
got it.
that.
No,
when
I
they
know
leave their
they
kids
don't.
behind, no one means that.
So had to take him, and I was like, this is not looking good. Had to get a doctor to come out. They ended up getting an ambulance to come out. We were the closest building to the ambulance. It still took 2.5 hours.
Wow.
And then when the ambulance came, had to take him with the sirens to the other side of Lombok, which was an hour to the hospital.
Couldn't lie.
They do x-rays at the hospital, and he's broken it in a few places.
Right.
Is that his ankle?
His ankle, yeah. And I think his lungs, he had hurt his lungs. I have to say, travel insurance, I don't know if I'd ever go anywhere without it now because they charge an extraordinary amount of money, like $9,000 to put a cast on it.
Well,
You did
when
have
you're
to go
that
under to
remote.
put the cast on it. I know.
Is that white people price, though? They wouldn't charge the locals that much, would they?
I was asking the locals. They've actually got kind of a Medicare system. So you pay monthly for it. And then some employees will also pay it. Yeah, interesting for that one. But they don't get sick because I was telling that to one of the guys that was the same age as my dad. And he goes, oh, how do you do it? Surfing? And I went, no. And I said, do you surf? He goes, of course I surf. I was like, oh, God, you guys are so healthier. I said, it must be because you don't drink so much. He goes, nah, I drink. I said, but you like healthier, aren't you? You don't have sugar. He goes, hey, heaps. And then he just chain smoked. I was like, okay, great.
They got no stress. They're living on the island.
No stress.
They're just loving life.
Yeah.
So had to apply for the insurance. They sent a nurse from Australia, which was the only time Dad really picked up because he was like, it said there, we've got a nurse escorting you back to Australia. So he was like, oh, I've got a nurse escorting me back, you know. And it was Jules. And he's like, what's Jules like? So Jules was a lovely 50-year-old man called Julian.
Oh, that's
When he arrived.
Get this
That's a
holiday getting
shame.
worse.
Bev's like, I should have broke my ankle.
Well, she was headless because she goes, wait a minute, you guys are flying business class back.
Oh, wow.
Because they need to have access to the bathrooms. And they were like, I'm sorry, you're in economy to my mum. And she goes, well, that's a bit of a waste because he's not even going to drink. So they flew him business class from Lombok to Jakarta, Jakarta to Melbourne, Melbourne to Adelaide because they need to stop all those times.
With
to
an
check
escort.
that he was right with an escort. That's
What a
right.
life.
But of course, this was not at the end of the holiday. It was
No.
at the start.
Was it right at the start?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Yeah. And you would have been, you know.
I
You would have been
I
supportive.
kind of said, all right, Abby.
Hang on, I do have to ask the question. When they left early, who took advantage of the empty room?
That says it all.
You did,
know
did you?
that we got the short straw
Poor
with that.
Dad. He's had to fly home. Kids, we got the big room.
We can put away the olive oil now. It's
We had to sleep on the pull-out thing. Remember that?
Yeah.
And the teenagers, my brother's teenage kids, they both got a villa each.
Ah, yeah.
yeah,
How much water did you put on those tiles?
exactly.
I didn't. But you know, you just go all that time of waiting. And then my dad kept saying this is his last overseas holiday, and he was paying for the accommodation as well.
Did he fix up the bill before he left?
Funny you say that. He left me in charge for it. And he said to me, he
Must
goes,
have
if
been
there's
delirious.
anything left over, you could have it, right? Because, you know, you put like a deposit.
Yeah.
And of course, I got it. And I was like, there's no any left because my brothers and their families had all the minibar. Why Scotty and I didn't touch it.
But you can't wait for the next 2 years. Wow. So is he all right, though?
Oh, yeah, good question.
Oh, yeah,
Good
sorry.
ask.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, he's been in hospital, but he'll get that.
13, 10, 60. Come on. What went wrong on the holiday?
Isn't it always that you have to get this if you're going on a skiing holiday?
Yeah.
Like and doing a whole world round, you've got to get that last, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mate of mine just broke his hand on a mountain biking holiday. First ride.
Oh, no.
Yeah, smacked his hand.
Yeah, my brother-in-law, they used to do ski trips, and they had the pact where if you break your leg, I'm going skiing.
Yeah, you have to.
So what, did they get home or they just stay there just with it?
Stayed there, drank hot chocolate while he
Yeah.
went down the mountain.
Stav, Abby, and Matt, the podcast.
Back, baby. Do you all have a good holiday?
Great holiday.
Great holiday?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't have the holiday that you had.
Yours was epic.
It was epic. It was epic.
Did it stress you out though because you're a little bit tight with money?
No, I had to let that go. I just had to let that go. Now I'm tighter.
That is the thing, isn't it? On holiday, I'm sure your wife and your daughter were like, he's really letting loose. And then as soon as your feet touched Australian soil,
Yep.
But it's nothing worse than when you buy a lot on credit card as well, and then you got to pay it back. You're like, I've already had the holiday.
Because, yes, we did a big, big trip. It was a trip of a lifetime. We did Norway, we did Paris, we did London. We had New Year's Eve in Wrexham because my wife's a lunatic.
Yes, did you meet all the stars? Welcome to Wrexham. You know that I started talking about that show because it really just reflected life.
It's,
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds
Yes.
bought the soccer team there, right?
Yes. Did you go to the bookstore? What did you do?
No, we went to the
The
bar.
pub? Of course
Yeah,
you did.
went to
Was
the
he
pub.
there, the guy working, the guy that owns it?
Yes, he was. Yes. And had a few drinks there. And then,
Is there anything there besides the soccer team?
It's a small town in Wales.
perfect.
Yeah, for New Year's. So that was an experience. So Cat fell asleep, and me and Rory went for a walk around Wrexham at 11:30 at night, and we saw some things. But that was
What
fun.
like?
Oh, it was heaving, and they were all completely bluted off of their faces, and it was a time. It was good. And Norway. I mean, I actually said to Kat after we saw the Northern Lights, because we saw the Northern Lights.
Which I didn't realise you have to see.
This is something they need to tell everybody. Yes.
Because I was like, you sent me a photo, and I was like, oh my gosh, thank goodness you saw it, because you can't guarantee.
Yeah.
And I was like, did they look better in real life than they do on the photos? And you said that you can't see them.
You can't see them with the naked eye. You have to put the camera up.
So many people would have thought, oh, they're not there.
They look like clouds.
So, kind of like when you go to a 3D movie and you got to put your glasses on.
Exactly. First time I went out, because they say that the ship goes,
Yeah.
if you go out to the left side, you can see the Northern Lights from the port side. And
What accent's that, by the
everyone
way?
goes running out. It's Norwegian.
Okay, yep.
And I go out and everyone's going, ooh, ah. I'm like, what the heck are these people looking at? There's nothing there. And then you hold your camera up and you go, whoa, jeepers creepers.
And what causes that? What's the scientific answer to that?
It's you even have to change the settings on your phone to bring them out.
Do
Well,
they
the light.
even exist, or do they just?
If they're really, really bright, like if everything's perfect, then you can see
So
it.
would have there been so many people that have gone, bugger, I didn't see it. That was so
Maybe.
unlucky, but they just hadn't taken a photo.
Well, yeah. So I mean, when we went dog sledding with the Huskies, and they were there, and you weren't even noticing. And then we turned around and went and put our photos up, and it was like the sky was green. You go, right. So yeah, they can be out, and you not even notice. Yeah. And I got to say, for all the amount of travelling that we did, because we were going every day, we were going somewhere. It all ran fairly smoothly. And we worked really well as a family unit. Everyone was banding together to work as a team anytime anything went wrong. And we did have a few mishaps. The one major one was we were in a small town, a small fishing village in Norway. It was beautiful. It's the one I sent you a photo of because the bar was playing your kind of music. I was like, oh, halfway around the world, they're playing country.
Look at that. Thinking of you
Yeah.
over there.
And I also thought of you when I paid $90 for a hamburger.
Ridiculous.
Norway's expensive.
90 Australian
Yes.
for one?
For one.
Did you split
it
it
good?
three ways?
It was all right. It was
Did you
all
not
right.
know that?
No.
Was
Well,
it-
everyone had said that Norway was expensive, but I didn't realise it was that expensive. It was expensive for a lot of other reasons too, because, we were there. And also the other thing that you don't have is sunshine. You got about maybe 3 hours, from 10 a.m. to sometimes 3 if you're lucky. And then as you went further up to the Arctic Circle, it was dark the whole time. But so we're in this small Norwegian fishing village. It's freezing. It's Arctic, literally Arctic. You're in the Arctic Circle. And there was snow everywhere, so you can imagine the girls were loving that. And my daughter decided to do a cartwheel in the snow. Great. And then she realised that her iPhone had fallen out of her pocket into the snow.
Oh, and it would have been like meters deep.
It was meters deep. Yes.
Was that just fluffy snow? It just went straight through.
And then I think because we were looking for it, and I think the more we kept on looking for it, the more we were putting it down.
And it's totally fine because teenagers aren't attached to their phone.
Oh, God. And so frustrating, too, because we've got the Find My. So we could see it was right there somewhere, but we couldn't find it. And to make matters worse, this was a cruise ship we were on, so it would just sort of dock in a little port. You'd go for a wander, get back on the thing, it would go.
Are you calling it and you can see it flashing, or just so deep?
Always has it on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah.
And so, we're piling through this snow looking for it. The cruise ship is literally 5 minutes from leaving.
Which would freak you out because you like to be early.
Well, they don't wait either. They'll just go. They're not going to wait for you. No. So we're barreling around in this snow. We're like, we got to a point where we have to go, Roz. We have to leave. We just have to go. We have to leave it here and go. And so we left it there. And she was distraught she bounced back pretty well because we realised everything was in the cloud. She didn't lose too much. Blah, blah,
and you handed over your phone and she just used that.
Exactly.
Did you delete your phone and install it?
No,
But
like,
anytime,
Okay.
The holiday went well. Remember he said that he worked as a family unit? That meant Stav gave up everything that he needed.
I feel you,
for
bro.
the girls.
Yeah, I feel you.
And then, because we needed her to have a phone for, like, if she got lost or just she needed to have a phone. So we got to a duty-free in an airport and we sprung for a new iPhone for her, which she was very happy about. And then, no word of a lie, the next day after we'd spent the money on the iPhone, I get a voicemail and it just says, "Hello, I found your phone." And we're like, what? And some Norwegian dude had found the phone, ended up dealing with his daughter because she spoke more English. And she said, "I have your phone." And I said, "Yes, that's lovely." And she goes, "Where are you?" And I said, where was I at that stage? I think I was in Paris. She goes, "Oh, I'm in Norway." I said, "I know you're in Norway." I was in Norway.
How did they unlock it to call you?
No idea.
Right.
Yeah. And so Rory now has, because they posted it back and it's coming back.
So they paid for it to post or just reply back to send it?
They paid for it all and then I sent them money.
Yeah.
And then a little bit extra on top for all their troubles.
That's nice of them.
I know. Norwegian people are lovely.
Just what you need, though, a 13-year-old with a burner phone. What could possibly go wrong here?
Yeah. So if you're ever in Norway and you lose your phone, you will probably
get it back.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's the Stav, Abby and Matt podcast. I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here!
Yeah, it is back for another year and everyone is always going, I think this is this person, I think that's going to be this person, but the person who always knows is Julia Morris. Good morning.
Well, a very good morning to you. And to be honest with you, with ADHD, you could tell me, but tomorrow I probably won't remember.
So I'm Abby, this is Stav,
Hi,
and
Julia.
we're your favourite, remember?
Excuse me, I think we all worked together for, 27 years or something?
I love so many people on the cast. I have to say, even Gary Sweet is so interesting
good.
because that's your husband, because he played your husband for many years on The Brilliant Show.
The lovely house husbands. It was so odd to sort of see Gary walk in and, I feel very mothering over all of our celebrities because I don't want them to go through any discomfort. But, of course, they're going to go through nothing but. So my heart goes out to them because I only ever think, I'm only ever like an Instagram comment away from being in their shoes. And in actual fact, in being even less lucky. So it's never weighed on me that they really give it themselves.
I never thought about that. How do you think you'd go at most of those trials? Do you reckon you'd be all right at them? Or is there ones like, I can't do the eating thing. I just can't do it.
They already would have voted me out.
Right.
Oh, no, I would have been, I just would have just been furious or so uncomfortable. I would have been on broadcast about my comfort at all times. I don't think others would be able to handle me in the jungle. So that's my gift to the world, never going in.
I believe that's called doing a Kerry Ann Kennelly, Julia.
Oh, goodness me, I know. Oh, my God. Some people just, aren't maybe long-term fans of the show and don't really understand what they're getting into when they come along. And it's, it is, gosh, Kerry Ann is not faint-hearted in any way and has survived, much more brutal lives than the jungle. But, yeah, the jungle is a weird place and everybody's trying to prove themselves in different ways. And sometimes the roosters can bring out the worst in you. That's... I don't know. It's hard to, I don't know. Trying to tread carefully. But, yeah, no, I think I would be a disaster.
It's
Robert, on the other hand, would take it out.
Oh, he'd be fine.
No, No question.
I kind of appreciate, though, when we talk about Carrie Ann and the controversy around, people didn't like some of the things that she said. I appreciate, though, at least she was honest in there. There's nothing worse on a show like that when someone goes in and you're like, oh, you're putting on an act. Like, what makes a show like that so great is when the showbiz curtain comes down and you see the person and you go, okay, at least you're being honest with us.
Absolutely. And certainly over that time, on a 24-hour television turnover, which that series was, there's no time to show nuance and there's no time to show, other conversations that have happened. So it's the kind of, certainly in those first few weeks, it's the kind of the rooster arguments that float to the surface, which generate conversation where people kind of, we find out a little bit more about them and how they think behaviour should be, what their standards are of, what you can say and what you cannot say. But I am so easy to wind up. And also, I guess Carrie Ann would live in a similar world to me in that you don't get told off that often.
Yeah.
So when you're in deep shock when it happens.
And also you get to a certain age where you're like, why am I keeping this crap in? Why have I done that and kept my mouth shut after all those years?
Yeah, and I think, she had so many stories to tell, but unfortunately, and also you are around strategic players. If you're in a reality show with, sort of young people who've been in reality shows before, they know how to rock it. They know how to get that story up into the talkie. They know how to do that. Whereas, let's just think, what, my decency will show through. But no hints in reality television. You've got to get involved. So,
Can we have a love fest with Robert Irwin even more? Like, he's just so funny. Like, after Dancing with the Stars, let's be honest.
He's so funny.
Well, we can't get any bigger celebrity than him.
Abby, he literally went from the dance floor with his trophy to New York to do all those interviews to standing beside me, working. That the first thing that we actually did in the jungle was Rachel, Barry and Mia's challenge, their walk-in challenge. And, oh, my God, the two of us look like the Day of the Living Dead. Me because I'm 57 and Robert, oh, my God. But he did not for a moment, leak fatigue. So he just turns up. I think he's certainly got the right attitude, which is, show me the best you can do today, please, universe.
Well, if he's got half the energy that his dad did, he's still got a bloody lot of energy. You know?
He's just incredible, and he's just such a very well-rounded man, and I honestly love hearing anything that he has to say because he's so erudite and he is so well-read and he's so globally travelled.
He's the boy you want your daughter to bring home. He's the guy you want your daughter to walk in and go, meet my boyfriend.
Oh, look, I would have any human being that I loved involved with that family because they are what dreams are made of. They are so deliciously loving and cohesive and supportive and wonderful, and it's honestly it's a joy to behold. I want to be Terry when I grow up.
Have you spoken to him about other, I guess, so many opportunities coming their way from America? I know that Australia's home. They've got, Australia Zoo. But after just winning the title, and I know they're famous over there, but did he speak about a lot of opportunities coming his way that he wants to do next?
I mean, Robert, the world is at his feet. Look, he is such a crouching tiger, which I also really love about him. He's not a bragger. Like, I'll be telling some, half-assed story about how, Zac Efron bought a property actually not very far from where we were shooting when we were in Australia, blah, 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 blah. And, not even occurring to me that, he and the family have been friends since he was a baby.
Yeah.
So he kind of, he is a global superstar that just does not feel like that when you're around him, because you just feel like it's your best mate's brother that you find absolutely hysterical.
Does he have any annoying traits, though? Surely does he eat loudly or something like that? There's got to be something.
Oh, no, let's have a think about it. What could it be? I don't know. I'm still in love. So I feel like, what could it be? I mean, even being around him, I definitely try and be a better person. So that's only got a good outcome, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think. Really,
I
think
haven't
about
toned down my language.
No. Well, he's old enough to swear in front of now, Julia. I know we all see him as a little kid still.
Yeah, his mum will go,
okay.
just remember,
No,
we
I
love
mean,
Julia, but don't be like her.
I know it's more that he makes a point of he's not a swearer at all because he is most of the time he would be surrounded, either at the zoo or someone listening in, or I just is not so good. So often I'll say something like, I won't give you the exact words, but I'll be like, oh my God, that knuckle, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, I just love that you can say it. and then his little hint will be, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God, I love you so much.
Well, we're so excited that it's back again. It always feels like the start of the year. We're into the year when this kicks off. I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here tonight, 7:30 on 10 and 10 Play. Julia, great to chat.
I love you guys. I will be up again soon so I can come in and have a proper cuddle up close and personal.
That would be
Love it.
great.
Thanks
We look
so
forward to
much.
it.
Oh, I love ya.
Stav, Abby and Matt, the podcast.
Weekend in review. We were going to kind of call it Have You Been Paying Attention? But that one is taken.
Taken.
Yes, just to see if you guys are aware, maybe after the weekend, of news stories that have popped up, because it's always interesting to see what your algorithm is, because I can guarantee that no one on the planet has the same as Stav's.
It's probably true.
It's probably for the best.
It is. I mean, the stuff
Should we
that
all
you-
share our explore pages with each other? No. I would agree with that too.
I reckon I would.
Yeah, you don't have as much to hide as we
No.
do.
You don't care.
Yeah.
You can find where I've hit the body. Who cares?
You would tell us.
Of
Yeah,
course
that's
I
true.
would.
So we're all
And you
implicated.
guys would be like, oh, I mean, that's a funny joke. And I'd be like, I told them. I definitely told
Yeah,
them.
they're involved.
All right, so let's see if you guys can see if you can answer a few of these. All
Okay.
right. So over the weekend, dietitians have ranked cereals in order what they deem the healthiest, and that always has to do with fibre, sugar, salt, all those ingredients. Can you name one of the top? Well, actually, name two of the top 5.
As in brands?
Yeah. Well, type of cereal.
Wheat
yes.
Bix.
Okay. Yes, that's third on the list.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a bit surprised by
Loops.
number 5.
Probably isn't there, is it?
Well, they're saying Cheerios is number 5, but it's probably because you've, can't find any other. Do the number
All brand?
All brand
All
is
Bran.
number 2. At what age do you start eating all brand?
I don't know.
Because that's always like, oh, I need my fibre.
I just remember my grandmother always calling it bum food.
Bum food.
She lived with us for a short time, and she'd always say, "Do you want a bowl of my bum food?"
How
'Cause
was
it-
she eating?
And did you ever say yes?
Yeah, yes, please, because it used to help her.
I like Sultana brand.
That is a good one. I do like that one. Yes. I think all brand you can never eat by itself, though. Like, you've got to put banana
No.
on top or sugar on top. All right, so you're actually going to this, which I'm very jealous of. Talking about the Australian Open, it has kicked off and it's got a lot of new challenges. There was the $1 million shot.
Ah, yes.
If you saw that one, where amateurs take on professionals. But they're saying that there is an exciting new challenge. Tennis fans have to do something to win $10 million. What is it? You didn't look up this one?
No, $10 million.
$10 million, yes.
Is it catch a ball? So the tennis ball gets hit from a player, and they're gonna catch it on the full.
No, because that
One
would have
hand,
been
one bounce.
that would have been up for the ball kids, right?
Is it something
Well,
they
one
do
of them
there?
did have a bit of a issue
Tumbled.
passing out. Yeah.
It's hot. Is it something that you do at the thing?
Yes. Yeah. Nope, you're not going to get it. So it is dubbed the Bracket Challenge, and they're saying that there is a massive payout for anyone who can flawlessly forecast all 127 matches
Oh.
in either the men's or women's single draw before the tournament began on Sunday.
Right.
That is,
Like a big bet.
it's a big bet, but it's a big reward. So I guess that's why.
There you go.
Yes.
It'd be impossible almost.
We reckon
Hence the
possible?
$10 million price tag, I guess.
That's true.
They've done a lot of new challenges. They did pay out the $1 million
Yeah, saw that.
for it as well. And what weekend are you going? The last one?
I'm going. I'll be there Friday this week. Ah. Yeah.
Are we going back to tennis this year?
Not sure. I did find the
Oh my
tennis racket
God.
that you gave me, and I thought, should I return that to you, or do we start playing tennis
so you're
again?
going to return it, or?
Well, I thought if we're not playing tennis anymore, you're probably thinking I
I
gave
was
him a
still
tennis
up
racket.
for playing tennis.
It's just so it's hard to find the time, you know.
He's dumping me for tennis, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
I might change my mind.
That's right.
You need to earn it back.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, what popped up at a Macca's drive-thru in SA last week? So it sparked millions of views online.
A horse.
Oh, no.
Oh.
No.
Kangaroo.
No. You obviously didn't see this
Grimace.
one. You went, don't know.
Oh.
They started flurrying McFlurries again.
The ice cream
Have they
machine was
stopped them?
working.
Yeah, they just put on, you flurry it yourself now. They don't have the machine that flurries it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even ask that when I worked there for an hour. No, it was actually a hearse popped up at a McDonald's drive-through. So it was a coffin in the back. Did you see
I
it?
did see that, yes.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it.
I believe it's a Mick coffin.
McCoffin.
What did they order?
No one actually says. What had they been on the way or been just gone?
I don't know, you dig a hole, you get a hankering for food, I guess.
Because I always find it quite eerie when you go past them and they're driving really slow as well, as if they're like the same speed as what you do when you first take a baby out of hospital
Yeah.
thinking, oh, precious cargo. I'm like, hey, spoiler, they're already dead.
Yes, that's true.
You can go whatever you want.
But it'd be confusing if they had an accident.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
One fatality, and it happened 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so you officially got none right.
Oh.
That's not true. I got the first one right.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'll give
The
you
all-brand question.
And
Okay.
the Wheat Bix. Gosh, it's coming in hot.
I know, right?
26.
Hey?
that. Well, do you expect me to have a better attitude this year?
No, I didn't. No,
But we
that's
were
true.
hopeful.
Consistency is key.
It's the Stav, Abby and Matt podcast.
Morning.
This is the report of a journey taken by 10 Australians. One of these 10 people is the mole.
26 years ago, as a loudmouth 18-year-old, yeah, that's changed.
Your age.
Well, I applied for something in a newspaper, we had to go and do some sort of interview, which when I think about it, I had to do an on-camera test in a hotel room with one older man going, what am I doing here?
Yeah, we've all been there.
And do a psych test. Then I got given tickets, a boarding pass, in the physical ticket to an Ansett flight to go to Melbourne. Didn't know what was happening. There was cameras there when we were there. We knew it was some sort of competition, reality competition. Didn't know much about it because reality TV wasn't really around.
So the premise of the show had not even been explained to you before
Not at all.
you started it.
No,
Wow.
we just knew that we would have no contact with the outside world and that was it. And it would be filmed somewhere in the world. That was it.
It really, you think about it, it sounds like you're off to join a cult.
Sounds like they should have been murdered. Yeah.
Yeah, well, my mum was like, you're not going. And I was like, I'm 18, look at this. So went ahead. At Melbourne, there were some other people that you could see were getting filmed. You're like, this is weird. And then we all got, we all skydived into Tasmania,
Right, as you do.
as you do.
And still not knowing what the show was about.
Just before we skydived, we were in a bus and we got told what it was. And it was like, hey, this is some sort of trader show. There's one among you that is the mole. They're going to try and sabotage these challenges.
So
You've
jump
always
out
got
of this
to
plane.
do these challenges.
Fingers crossed, everyone.
Thinking about it, oh my God, I was an idiot. I was like, yeah, cool, no worries, that sounds legit. So went ahead with it. The only thing I was really annoyed about is they repacked our bags and took away all our personal belongings. I didn't have my makeup. I was like, that really annoyed me, out of all things. But I caught up with the winner and the mole here in Brisbane because they were up here. They were catching a cruise from here. And Jam was the winner and the mole was Alan. He was just someone who applied for the show as well. And they were like, you're kind of smart. You can actually be the mole.
It's like the traders these days.
Yeah.
Great show, by the way.
And they, after filming, became an item.
Oh, the mole hooked up with the winner.
Yes.
Guess that's one way to keep the prize money.
Love them to bits. They came to our wedding.
Right.
And I've kept in contact with them just, through socials.
The whole cast or just these two?
Just these two.
Oh.
How much money did they
She got,
win?
well, I think there was something like 200,000 on the line. And this is back in the year 2000. And then she ended up getting over 110,000. She gave $5,000 to me, but I had lost my phone the night before a reunion. So I think I spent it on that. And then
$5,000 on a
What sort of phone did you get?
well, no, I don't know what else I spent it on. I was 18. But she also spent it on flying all the contestants back for a reunion in Sydney.
Wow.
Oh, how
Yeah,
lovely.
putting us up in hotel rooms. We were going to go paintballing because the paintballer from the show, they were in helicopters shooting at us. And I managed to get one of them and he was headless about it.
Yeah.
And his kids hadn't let him live it down, so he wanted to relive it and had the opportunity to do it.
Right.
But I'd flown in the night before and I was so hungover that I didn't end up going to it.
Denying
I
that
was
man his
18.
opportunity. He'd hired a helicopter and everything.
But Alan and Jan have been together since, and I love being able to hear their stories. But they were telling me about some of the people that have been on the show, and you've got to remember the people that enter this are kind of the people that have been on they've been on shows since as well.
You do notice that with reality, especially now, people are addicted to it. They'll go on the next thing and the next thing when they can.
Well, Jan herself, she was the type of person that will enter competitions. So she still enters it. She's going on a cruise that she won on a competition.
Wow.
So she's that sort of person where she'll just keep going as opposed to applying for realities. But she was giving me an update on them. And this one I knew about because she gave this person money as well. And she was Linda, another person on the show. And throughout it, she was telling us a lot of stories about her life. She had been cancer. She had overcome all these obstacles that we were very invested with. Don't know how much of it was true.
Oh. And she wasn't even the mole.
No.
Right.
And she, in the hotel room, when Jan had paid for our reunion, just maxed up all the mini bars, ordered everything, and then checked out. But she ended up hooking up with Neil Brooks, who was an Australian Olympic swimmer. Do you remember?
Cool.
I don't know.
Neil Brooks.
Neil Brooks. But they together had been in the headlines for a lot. Maybe I should say allegedly, because this is some of their news stories.
Police allege in February 2008, Brooks and his wife Linda fraudulently induced Glenn Milchek to invest $2 million in a sports clothes business run by the Brooks. The Brooks allegedly misrepresenting the value and success of the business.
So they have made headlines a lot.
Right.
Yes. And then the other person that I was so shocked by is there was a lady called Beverly. Now, Beverly was 55 when she went on the show. And I used to always be like, come on, Bev, live a little. And she's like, no. She was the type of person that didn't wear her swimmers. She wore like this bloomer underwear.
Right.
And she's like, no, that's not appropriate. I'm not going to do that. She was 55. Her husband was 25 years older. And she kind of acted like him. I mean, very conservative. So conservative. And her husband had passed away. And they told me now that she
Has an OnlyFans.
after the age of 30 years of marriage, right?
Yeah.
When her husband passed away, she now helps people to enjoy their sex life in their elderly age. This is a bit of her talking, I think, on the SBS.
I just put it out to the universe. I want to meet somebody who's sexy, masculine, you know, can make me laugh, can help open me up, as it were, physically and sexually. And so I met this wonderful man and we had a lot of fun together, and I allowed myself for the first time in my life to fall in lust at 73. And it was absolutely wonderful experience. I just loved it.
Speaking ill of the dead. My ex-husband was a Dud Road.
So now she does that. I was like, are you sure? Like, that is a curveball. I never saw that one coming. And she said at the age of 71, she never realised she had such pulling power.
Oh.
What? I think she lives here.
It sounds like
Shout out to Beverly.
the most
You sexy minx, you.
the most boring person of this entire cast was the one who was the mole.
I know.
And isn't we allowed to talk about the other thing? Didn't someone with the crew thing?
Hook up with the crew.
That's what I was trying to get.
Yeah, I hooked up with a crew member.
Oh,
and
I
then,
didn't know it was you.
No, and then he had to leave. Like, I woke up in the morning and he was gone because you weren't allowed to do that. But it ends up that I wasn't the only one. Apparently, Linda did as well.
It was Linda. There you go.
Well, by
She's
the
been
sounds of
lusty
that-
all over the place.
Beverly
was
probably with the whole crew. Wow,
Maybe you find yourself in your 70s.
I was impressed, but it was a 180 pivot that I never expected.
Maybe
That's
you
a
know
move she teaches you too now.
13, 10, 60. Maybe you know someone, or maybe you are willing to admit your best sex came after 60.
We can only hope.
You know?
Why are you not happy with where
Can't get
you are
much
now?
worse.
I actually was.
Let's
I
dig
actually
into
said
this a
to
little
you
more.
and your older women fetish.
It's the Stav, Abby and Matt podcast.